Good morning and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. My name is Zamel Salangi, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here with each and every one of you again on this beautiful Monday morning. And I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Wherever you are in the world, if you were in lockdown, I hope you still had a good weekend regardless as well. I did see on some social some friends celebrating in lockdown, some special milestone birthdays as well. So and the good old Zoom birthdays and all of that as well. So I hope you still had a great weekend. Now, if you haven't done so already, go and grab your cuppa, go and grab your hot beverage, whatever it might be. And if you are watching live, give me some love, give me some likes. I definitely do feed off your positive energy on these mornings. So definitely a special shout out to everyone watching live, but also everyone watching from the Limitless Network. So a special shout out to each and every one of you. You're on your own health entrepreneurial journey in your own way, and it's awesome having you on this journey and sharing it with you. If you are watching live, jump on as well and say hi in the captions below. But if you are watching a replay, please comment in the comment section and we'll definitely get back to each and every one of you, because that's how we interact. That's how we engage with each and every one of you, is through the comments. All right, let's kick it off. Stop playing video games. So yesterday was, I think, for some people a really special day, because it was National Video Games Day. And I know for me, growing up, I used to enjoy playing some computer games, and I used to enjoy. I remember we were gifted a Super Nintendo for one Christmas, which was shared amongst myself and my siblings from our parents, and that was quite special. And that was our first proper gaming console, which was a Super Nintendo. And now, when you look at, I guess, the gaming quality from back from those humble days of like the Super Nintendos and things like that, to now what we're seeing, I guess, a lot more of an immersive experience. And I remember growing up, and it was always, stop playing video games, go play outside, or limiting your time. You've only got half an hour to play today. That's it. That's it. Get off the computer, go do something else. Stop sitting so close to the TV. Comment section, hit me up. Did you hear that growing up? What was one of the phrases that you heard growing up when it came to technology? Tell me. And let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Tash, good morning. Yes, totally a great way. Totally great way to kick off the week. Thanks for that, Tash. And yeah, this is a great one. You'll get square eyes sitting too close to the TV or watching it too much. Who heard that? Definitely give Tash some likes or some hearts on that one as well. But keep them coming through, because I definitely do love hearing each and every one of your comments. So I definitely remember that. You'll get square eyes. Oh, you'll ruin your eyes sitting so close to the TV. Oh, stop sitting so close to the TV. It's bad for your eyes. And now you look at today's environment. You look at today's environment, and now the trends out of that. Stop playing video games. It is now an internationally recognized sport. I know through a colleague, their partner has been flown from Australia to the US to compete and train professionally in the sport of playing video games. And when you look at just one generation and the generational shift between what was once said, don't sit so close to the TV, don't play so many video games, and now you look at this evolving trend over 20, 30 years to it actually being an amazing sport, and people actually realizing, some of the benefits of it. Then it's not just all negative. Some of the benefits that they've actually identified with is a few things. Recognizing that it is okay to not succeed, because at the end of the day, it is a game. Computer games assist in problem solving skills. For some psychologists, they say it helps to keep your mind active. Yes, you're in a sedentary state, because at the end of the day, you are sitting down. But for some people, because it involves complex problem solving skills, it can keep your mind active. You have better visual acuity. Contrasting to, oh, you're going to ruin your eyes, some of the research that's come out is saying that you can recognize different patterns. You have different levels of visual acuity. And you can actually then use those visual cues to problem solve using pattern recognition. It also allows you to increase processing speed, so your brain speed, to actually then dive into understanding what I need to rationalize and process at much quicker paces. Neurobiologists have also identified that it has positive impacts with memory, and it can actually improve your skills to split task, to split tasks. There's no such thing as multitasking. Science has proven that, but it allows you to jump from one task to another quite quickly. And as a result, it helps to improve reaction times. Now, I'm not saying, look, go out and start, smashing gaming consoles and all of that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, there are some negative effects to it as well. And what we've found is, particularly during this pandemic, is that it can have negative effects on, and not just during the pandemic, but also in other social situations, but it can have issues on social situations, on causing relationship issues. Because at the end of the day, it causes that disconnection. If one person in the household is so fixed on the game and the partner is isolated from that, then there's different levels of social connection. And tell me, do any of these resonate with you, positive or negative? What have you found to be positive or negative? And as a result of that, what environment are you creating? We're looking at children now and the role of Fortnite. And we've seen some studies published about that in terms of the mental health and well-being that it's taken on these children and the toxic environments that sometimes they are creating. It's also that negative effect on academic performance because we're prioritizing video games over studies. And as a result of that, what is that having on our future potential and our future life? And as a result of all of these, I guess, contrasting ideas about video games, the really important thing to note from all of this is that there is a significant evolving trend. There is a significant evolving trend to embrace technology, unlike anything that we've seen in our childhood, unlike anything else that we've seen previously in the way in which generations before us and our own generations have consumed technology. No longer does it have that stigma of going, well, you can't, you need to use it. And or by overusing it, you're going to then detriment something in your life. For sure, I believe that, at the end of the day, everything in moderation, everything in moderation. But one thing is really, really unique is that, I was watching on the weekend and I've seen, Mark Zuckerberg launch Facebook's partnership with Ray-Bans. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's literally sunglasses that have cameras in them. So then you can capture moments just from your own focal point of view. And love it or hate it, whatever your camp might be, but this is the evolving world. No longer are we seeing this because Mark Zuckerberg, and to I guess phrase or paraphrase what he sort of said, he sees the demise of these. He sees the demise of these, and it will literally turn into wearables. And we've seen Google with Google Glass tout this technology over 5 years ago. So this technology is evolving, and I guess this is my question for you today. If you grew up getting told exactly what Tash got told, I'm going to throw this comment back up right now. And like I said, comment below. Tell me what you got told growing up. What was the quote of your childhood? But this was one of Tash's. You'll get square eyes sitting too close to the TV or watching it too much. We now look at Oculus. We look at the fact that we will strap on a set of a phone, a screen to our face. And as a result of that, whoa, geesh, no longer are we sitting too close to the TV. We're literally strapping a TV to our face. And so what are the evolving trends in technology for you? What are the evolving trends of technology in your workspace, and how, as health entrepreneurs, are we going to better educate ourselves into ensuring that we can safely embrace these technological advancements? Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, these were old wives' tales. You'll get square eyes sitting too close to the TV. So, what evidence now can we rely on about the safe consumption of this technology? How are we going to consume this technology, and how much of it can we safely consume? And in your world, with your friends, your family, your colleagues, whatever it might look like in your personal or professional health entrepreneur journey, how are you going to encourage others to safely use technology? How are you yourself going to ensure that you safely use technology? Because we all know the role that, for example, social media plays, and I'm streaming this to you in social media right now. And we all know the roles that social media plays just through their complex algorithms of likes and viewing content and consuming content, and the dopamine hit that hits us when we start to consume that content, and the neurological rewiring of our brain to actually feed and consume that content. And you look at the platforms, the evolving platforms of TikTok and these other platforms that will soon, I'm sure, come out, that are tapping into our psychological makeup. So, what to you now is this evolution of technology? And how are you going to embrace it? Because at the end of the day, it's going to come, whether we like it or not. And just reading some of the commentary about these glasses, yes, there's a big proportion of people that are against it, but at the end of the day, let's be honest, 20 years ago, people were against Sunday trading. And now you look at the society we live in. It's a 24/7 consumerist focus and driven world. So what are these next steps of evolution? What are these next steps of trends in technology? And how are you as a health entrepreneur going to guide yourself and others along this journey? So that's my question for you today. In honor of National Video Games Day, definitely I really want to hear what your comments are, what you heard growing up. Comment in the comment section below, because it's quite interesting. I'm sure it will be really, really interesting, particularly if you're overseas and watching this from, other parts of the world, because I know what, I heard around us growing up, but I'd love to really hear what you heard growing up as well. And then what potentially are we going to be telling our kids in the future? You know that I'm a father, and it'll be really, really interesting. But we'll save that for another chat. So that's it from me today. It's been an absolute pleasure joining each and every one of you on another episode of Tea with Z. Now, if you haven't joined it yet, please head over to the Limitless Network. It's a free group for like-minded people that value health. That's all it is. People that value health, come and join this group. And if you are like, I would assume most people on this world, because without health, what do we have? Then this is an amazing group where we deep dive into a topic exclusively in the Limitless Network every single Friday. So that's it from me today. Special shout out as well to the LinkedIn community that I've finally kicked back off with, because we're having some issues streaming to LinkedIn for a while. So special shout out to the LinkedIn community as well. But that's it from me today. Comment in the comment section below. I really want to hear what those phrases were about technology for you growing up, or even how you're managing it with your own friends and family today. That would be really interesting as well. So that's it from me today. Have an amazing day wherever you are. I really look forward to seeing you on another episode with on Tea with Z tomorrow. So stay well, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you.